Hi friends, welcome back to AlphaVerse. In this today's session, we will discuss about learning about a very important topic in cybersecurity called threat landscape. So, what is a threat landscape? The threat landscape is like a big map that shows all the possible cyber attacks and threats, weaknesses, and risks that exist in the system or organization, even globally right now. It tells us what kind of threats exist, who is attacking, how they attack, what they are targeting. Why should you care about the threat landscape? First, it helps organization find their weak point and fix them before attackers do. Second one, it helps us to understand latest attack trends. It helps the security team focus on the most dangerous first. It keeps us updated how threats are created every day. But understanding the threat landscape, it's like trying to defend a castle without knowing where the enemy will attack from. Let's break it down. Components of the landscape. First, threat actors. Who are the attackers? Black hat hacker. They are bad guys who attack from personal gain or distraction. Red hat hackers. Ethical hackers who help organization find weaknesses. Nation state hackers. Hackers work from a country to spy or attack other other nations. Insiders, employee or contractor who use their access to harm the organization. For example, in 2018, a or employee at Tesla using the access to develop malicious code causing production disruption. Second one, threat vectors. How do they attack? Phishing email, fake email that trick you into clicking malicious link. Malware, software designed to damage or steal information. For example, ransomware or Trojan. Unpatched software, vulnerability, software bugs that attackers exploit. Social engineering, tracking people into giving sensitive information. DDoS attack, flooding a website that traffic to make it crash. For example, in 2020, a big hospital network was hit by a phishing attack where the employees unknowingly click a link giving attackers access the patient data. Vulnerability, weak spot in system, weak password, unpatched operating system misconfiguration, firewall, open network ports. For example, the Equifax data breach in 2017 happened because of an unpatched vulnerability in a web application affected over 147 million people. So we need to be careful in this digital world and get updated into new networks. Okay, so one asset at risk. Do they want to steal or damage personal information, business, intellectual property, financial records, critical infrastructures like energy or industrial systems? For example, in 2015, a cyber attack on Ukraine power grid caused a blackout, showing how critical infrastructures can be targeted. Type of threat landscape. First one, global threat landscape that happened everywhere and affect many industries. For example, the WannaCry ransomware in 2017 infected hundreds of thousands of companies globally. Second one, industry specific landscape. Attacker focusing on particular industry like banking or healthcare. For example, healthcare is often targeted for patient records. They are valuable on dark web. Organization specific threat landscape. Every organization has a unique landscape depend on its IT support. For example, a company using outdated software has a different threat landscape than a will updated company. So the real example, WannaCry ransomware attack in 2017, the WannaCry attack exploited a Windows vulnerability called Eternal Blue. Here that happened. Hundreds of thousands of computers in is affected. Over 50 countries were affected. Hospitals, banks, and businesses were focused to pay ransom or lose access their systems. So listen, keep your system updated and patched in the best way to reduce your vulnerabilities. How can you stay updated with the threat landscape? Follow websites like the Hacker News of Keyboards on Security. Subscribe to Threat Intelligence feed like Cisco PM Force Exchange. Use tools like SIEM solutions, Splunk or QRadar, which provide real-time threat intelligence. Remember, this threat landscape is always exchanging. New attacks are created daily. No, your attackers' attack methods, vulnerability, and what at risk. Stay up to date to prevent attackers attack before they happen. That's all for today's video.